Okay, welcome to College Algebra. In these lectures, we're going to study the concept of slope-intercept form and also point-slope form to write an equation. So our main objective, again, is to use the slope-intercept form to write an equation of a line and also graph linear equation using the slope and y-intercept. We're also going to determine whether linear equations represent lines that are para-perpendicular or neither. Again, determine whether linear equation represents lines that are para-perpendicular or neither. And this concept depends on the slope. Also use the point-slope form to write an equation of a line. So we start with using the slope-intercept form to write an equation of a line. So if we have an equation of a line with a slope m and y-intercept means the x value is 0, b can be any value. And again, the slope-intercept form of the equation is y equal to mx plus b. Again, m is the slope, b is the y-intercept. Again, y-intercept means the value of b when x is 0. So we have three examples of a linear equation written in a slope-intercept form as shown below. The main goal here, again, using the slope-intercept form to write an equation. So example, we have y equal to 2x plus 7. This means the slope is 2 and also the y-intercept is 7. Now y equal to 2 third x minus 5. This is again a slope-intercept form of writing an equation, and the slope is 2 third and the intercept is negative 5. Then next we have y equal to negative 4x plus 1/5. And this means the slope is negative 4 and 1/5 is the y-intercept. So again, slope-intercept form, always we look for the value of y in the equation. And automatically, since we have only two variables, we are going to get x variable with quotient. So the coefficient of x, in this case 2, will be the slope. And the constant value always is the y-intercept. So now we have a question here. They say use slope-intercept form to write an equation with a line, and they gave us the slope to be 4, and it passes through a line with a point, and the point is 5 and 9. So 5 is our x, and 9 is our y. So here we know that the formula or the slope-intercept form will be y equal to ms plus b. So we just plug in the values, but again, we don't know the b. Remember, b means y-intercept when s equal to 0. Here we know when s is 5, y is 9. So y9 is not y-intercept. Y-intercept means x have to be 0. So we write the formula down, y equal to ms plus b. We substitute 9 for y because we know that value. We also know the x value to be 5 is given to us, 5 and 9. Then we know the slope to be 4. So now we can be able to find the b, which is our y-intercept. So here we get 9 equal to 4 times 5 is 20 plus b. And 20 will cross the equal sign, is going to be negative. So negative 20 plus 9 will give me negative 11. So here b will give me negative 11. This is now our y-intercept. Now we can plug it into the formula. So our equation will be y equal to the slope, which is 4x minus 11. So that's the formula here, y equal to 4x minus 11. Again, the slope is given already, but they give us a point of a line, and we need to find the b first. So we plug in the point for y and x, and the slope is 4. We were able to get the b, which is y-intercept, and we plug in the value. So next, we're going to learn how to graph linear equation using the slope and y-intercept. So example is given here. Find the slope and the y-intercept of a line with the equation 3y plus 2 equal to 6x minus 1, and then graph it. All we need to do is to change this equation or we should find the value of y to make it. So all we need to do, find the value of y. So that's what we said. We will write the equation in the form of y equal to ms plus b. So we have 3y plus 2 equal to 6s minus 1. We multiply 3 by y and 2, we get 3y plus 6 equal to 6s minus 1. And here we get 3y, we give us 6s minus 7, because plus 6 cross the equal sign, be minus 6. Minus 6 minus 1 will give me minus 7. So to find the value of y, we divide 6 by 3, we divide 7 by 3. So we get 2s minus 7/3. Now, this is our answer. Find the slope and the y-intercept. So the slope will give me 2. And the y-intercept is minus 7/3. So just finding the equation given to us, when we find y value, we automatically get the slope to be 2. And the y-intercept is negative 7/3. Now they say we should graph it. So graph it, we can just pick any number. Let's say I'll pick a number from 0 to 5 or any number for x. When x is 0, what is the value of y? Negative 7/3. When x is 1, the value of y will be 2 minus 7/3, etc. Or we can find the x-intercept. We know the y-intercept, find the x-intercept. Actually, that's what we did here. So right now we know the slope to be 2, the y-intercept minus 7/3. So I'll go back to the equation and I'll look for x-intercept. When y equal to 0, what's the value of x? And that's what we did here. And actually here we use 1, but again we can use 0. When we use 0, we get negative 7/3. When x is 0, you get negative 7/3. When x is 1, you get negative 1/3. So again, this is a linear equation. So all we need is only 2 points. Then we draw a straight line across the 2 points. You can have 3, 4, any amount of points. It's just a waste of time because all the points will be on the line. They have the same slope. So the steepness is the same. Now, how do we determine whether a linear equation represents lines that are either parallel, perpendicular, or neither? Again, this depends on the slope value. So we have example here, determine whether the lines represented by 4x plus 8y equal to 10 and 2x equal to 12 minus 4y are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. Now, they are parallel if both of these line, two equation here, have the same slope. They are perpendicular if the slope of the first equation is the negative and reciprocal of the second equation. They are neither because the two slopes are different. So first we need to find the slope of each line, then we compare them. That's it. So the slope will determine whether the two lines are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So if the slope are the same, the lines are parallel, as we said. If the product of the slope is -1, which means reciprocal -1, then they are perpendicular. Otherwise, they are neither parallel nor perpendicular. So the first thing we did there, we find the slope of the first line, and the slope was -0.5. We find the slope of the second line. The slope also was -0.5. So this means they are parallel. So how do we find the slope? Again, find the value of y for both equations. And we know the position where we have the s variable, the coefficient of the s variable is the slope. Now, how do we use point-slope form to write an equation of a line? So a point-slope form of an equation of a line will look something like y minus y1 equal to ms minus s1. This formula was derived from the slope. Remember, the slope formula is y minus y1 over s minus s1. So now, if we have an equation, and they say we should find the equation of a line, they gave us the slope, and they gave us the point, we can just use the expression here, y minus y1 equal to ms minus s1. We plug in the values for the slope, and the points have x and 1, s1, y1, that's the point. So x1 is 3, y1 is -1. So we plug in the values here, and we get y plus 1 equal to -5/3 x. Negative is plus. 5/3 times 3 will give me 5. y plus 1. So y will give me negative 5 by 3x plus 5 minus 1. So that will give me plus 4. So our answer will be y equal to minus 5 by 3x plus 4. And that's the equation of the line. So an equation of the line in a slope-intercept form is y equal to, again, negative 5 by 3x plus 4. We can now write the equation in the standard form also. So this is the, again, slope-intercept form. So that will give me 5 third x plus 1 plus y equal to 4. Because in the standard form, we need the x and y together on the left and the constant value by 7 on the right. That's the equation of the equation standard form. So we just substitute. We have y is negative here, cross the equal sign, positive, cross the equal sign, become negative. 4 is positive, cross the equal sign, become negative. So everything is negative. We multiply the whole equation by negative 1, so everything becomes positive. Then we multiply the whole equation by 3, so that we can remove the denominator. So 3 times 1, 3 times 4, 12, 3y, and 5x. So again, this will be the conclusion of our lectures, and wish everybody the best. Thank you. Again, in this section, we learn how to use the slope-intercept form to write an equation of a line. Also how to grab linear equation using the slope and y-intercept. We also learn how to determine whether linear equation represent lines that are para. As we said, a para means both lines have the same slope. Perpendicular means negative reciprocal of the first slope will be the second. Then if neither of the two, then they are not. So again, wish everybody the best, and I'm going to end here.